a glorious day at Wellness 101 with your integrative wellness and life coach, Dr. Adrianne Pinkney. Hi folks, it's me, Dr. Adrianne Pinkney of Be Well Live Consciously, and it has been forever since I did a video for YouTube to support and motivate my clients and potential clients and just people out there who are doing their work. So today is the day. I just finished a Facebook Live video and I'm like in the spirit of recording, so let's do it. So today I want to talk to you about the concept of responsibility. Responsibility. So I was in my counselor's office the other day. Love my counselor. She keeps me together, or supports me as I keep myself together. Let's say it that way. Namaste. Anyway, so we were talking about responsibility, and she said the word, and she said it in a way that everything clicked for me. She said, Adrianne, the word responsibility actually means this: your ability to respond to something. A person is responsible if they are able to respond to what is being asked, to what is needed, to what is required in the situation. And it was like mind-blowing for me. Like, oh my God, that is what responsibility means. That is what it's all about. And it got me thinking a lot about my clients and the people that I work with, and, how many of us have been given responsibilities really early on in life that we might not have been equipped to respond to, especially in childhood. So if you in your younger years were made responsible for caring for your brothers or sisters, or responsible for cooking dinner, or responsible for something that, you might be able to respond to the call of that, or maybe you can't. It made me reflect a lot actually on my own childhood, where I was often put in situations where I was made responsible to do adult things, whether it was take emotional care of somebody, or to take care of my little brother, or any of those kind of things. And I really reflect on those things and I say, was I really responsible? Was I really responsible? Was I able to engage in that situation in the appropriate ways? Was I able to meet the needs that that situation required? Sometimes the answer was yes, sometimes the answer was no. And then it makes you think about being irresponsible, right? So what does it mean to be irresponsible? It means that you are ill-equipped to respond. I can't do it. That is that is really good feedback, right? When I can't respond to this, or I don't have the ability to meet the needs that this situation requires. Anyway, understanding that now that you get it too. Response-able. I'd like for you to take a little minute to reflect on your past and see were you given or put in situations where you might not have been equipped to respond because of your age, because of your experience, because of your knowledge at the time. Were you able to respond? Because often when we're put in situations where we're not able to really respond in the ways that the situation requires, it affects how we feel about ourselves, right? So, and when an older sibling is given the task of taking care of younger siblings, and the younger siblings don't act right, you are made responsible for other people's behavior. But are you really in the situation? Are you really in the position to be able to even manage other people's behavior at that age as a child yourself? Could you really respond? Were you responsible? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But that's something for you to really think about, because when you are repeatedly put in situations where you cannot respond, it really affects your relationship with yourself, how you see yourself, and how you see your own ability. So when we often hear things like, I know you know better than that. If you don't really know better than that, you might think that the deficit is on you, right? Like, I should have been able to respond. I should have been able to do that. I guess I do know how. But the truth is, if you were not able to respond and you were showing up as irresponsible, that is really good feedback that you are not ready to respond to the need that is met there, right? So if you are being irresponsible with your money, that means that you don't yet have the skills to be able to manage your money in a way that you can respond to the need that the bills require, or respond to what the managing money for a home requires. So being irresponsible okay, we can say maybe that has something to do with character, but actually that's really just real good feedback on where you stand and how you were able to respond in certain situations. And it's not even just using that to evaluate yourself, right? So now that we get what that means, I'd like for you to look at some other people in your life and the positions that you have them in. Do you have them in the right places to be able to respond? Is he responsible? Is he response-able? Is she response-able? If you're a boss or you manage other people, are you putting people in the situations where they actually are able to respond to what is required of this position? Is my child really being disrespectful or disobedient or lazy? Or have I put them in a situation that they are showing me that they are not response-able? Think about it. When you think about it that way, it's like, damn. At least that's what it was like for me. I was like, boom, that clicks. Makes me think about some of my old relationships in the past where I was asking my partners to do things that they were not able to respond to. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And now I think about it, I'm like, why was I mad? He was not response-able. He was irresponse-able. That's a word. Hallelujah. Okay. Anyway, so now that you understand, I'd like for you to think about yourself, your life, the other people in your life, your past, the decisions that you're even making today. Where are you being irresponsible in your life? Where do you recognize you are ill-equipped, you don't have the skills to meet the needs that the situation requires? Do you know how to respond? Do you know what to do? Do you know how to act? Think about those things as it relates to yourself, and then be kind to yourself about it. Okay, I recognize that I was irresponsible with when I chose that man. I was irresponsible when I managed my money that way. It was irresponsible of me to continue to show up late to the job that I really liked, right? So that is really good feedback for you to look at you and evaluate what you need to do to be able to respond better. How do you need to adjust yourself so that you are response-able? If the job requires for you to be there at 8 o'clock, are you able to respond to the requirement of the job? Yes or no? What do you need to do to put yourself in a situation so that you can respond in the way that it needs to be? I'd like for you to not only look at yourself, really, again, look at the people and the partners in your life, the people that you have in certain positions, and see if they are actually response-able for the things you're asking them to do. Like, baby, I want you to hold me when I cry. Maybe he can't do it. Maybe he doesn't know how to respond to your tears in that kind of way. Maybe it's not really that he don't love you or he don't care. Maybe he just really don't know what to do. He can't respond. Not responsible. Irresponsible. Lack. Can't do it, right? And once you really realize that about yourself and about other people, I think it really helps you not take things so personally, but really go to the right places and the right people for the right support. So let me find somebody who can respond to my tears in the way that I need them to. Let me find somebody who can respond to the needs of this party that I'm trying to set up. I know that she can respond to what I need her to do, so I'm going to put her on the party planning committee because this one right here can't do it. It is up to you to be so responsible about how you manage yourself and how you find other people and put them in the right positions in your life to respond to the needs that you put on them, whether they're your children or your partner or your coworkers or whatever it is. So listen, y'all, that's my good word for today. This is one of my shortest videos yet, and it's done. With that, be beautiful, be powerful, be loved, be light, be bold, be responsible, be well.
Be light. Be free. Be noticed. Be peaceful. Be authentic. Be super. Be well.